today we're bringing Monster Hunter World, the long Japanese grinding, XPing, time wasting, and everything. So, yeah, I know, I just hit level 73 like last night, Hunter rank 73. And I find this game kind of more repetitive. It's like watching... It's kind of like watching the same episodes of your favorite show over and over and over again. The same monsters, same bullshit. No new updates, no new nothing. And I find it very tiring after a while. And why I'm on here today is to prove a point that certain monsters that shouldn't be in the arena, which means the Rathalos and the Pink Rathian, which I think that is utterly bullshit. And I think they should have done one at a time rather than trying to put them both on the same arena, which the arena is the special arena, which is too small. And with that being said, so we're going to play some boring Monster Hunter breaks from this game because I found the game being very boring, just like your ex-girlfriend when you were repetitive where she wanted to see the same Twilight movie over and over and over and over again. You know, so that sort of thing which comes to my mind is, why am I on here? It's just to prove a point that they need to really work on coming up with better ideas, because this is getting old. Like, kind of like wearing old holy underwear, in some cases. On top of it, I'm going to show you one for an example, which is really boring as all you can get out. And I hate to say it, but it is the truth. It is boring as you can get out. Now, if I just do like available quests, respond to SOS, it doesn't matter which fight you do. It doesn't matter what you're picking. Even like at times you'll have issues with the connection. You know, these error connections that just keep popping up. See, for an example, like this expedition. Boring as a motherfucker. I mean, if you want to really just do an expedition, I think not. Another thing that's almost pointless. Now, if you look, HR 30 or higher, which are the conditions for the Great Hunting Investigation, which is the Rotten Vale, is kind of boring. It's the same bullshit. Everybody knows that you bleed to death by the fucking Odogaron. And of course, now with this type of thing, the failure conditions are faint 2 times or time expires. Well, like I said in my other video, the time expired thing, I can care less. But the faint 2, you know, like that bullshit about fainting 2 times, you should be able to faint as much as you want until you got the mission done or the time expired. Which was I was trying to get into my other video about Monster Hunter World, which is, like I said, I normally don't play it very much, not anymore. And then we have optional here, which, let's take a look. Oh look, the continual spam. The Kushala Daora, whatever the fuck that is. That's the Wind Dragon, which constantly spams the living shit out of the tornadoes, which is really no need to. This is what I was talking about, the special arena. The arena for this match is actually too damn small. And the way they have that done is just complete, utter, and ridiculous bullshit. So I avoid this, and I pretty much avoid from here, from here all the way down to summons below, because I find it really ridiculous and or stupid. Not really that concerned about the other stuff. So I'm gonna actually back out. I'm gonna post up a quest of my own because there's stuff in here that's more worth doing than just fucking special arena, which you don't get dick shit for, especially at this point in time of what I have in my inventory, and I'm being a little bit snotty about my personal feelings of Monster Hunter World because, like I said, the game's boring as fuck, and I'm only on here to prove a point. Now, if you look very carefully, of course, I'm getting chat logs left and right. Yeah, go figure. So let's see what kind of let's see what kind of quests I can post up and be a little bit more fun and entertaining rather than get my fucking have to get freaking Prozac to keep my ass awake. So anyways, we're gonna do assigned. Let's see if there's anything here now. So I usually go to events because events seem to be a lot better. Events have a little bit more of a better way of to earn better shit. Not many people do events, and that's on them. You know, if they don't want to do event, they don't have to do events. I just happen to like them because they're more enjoyable, and I don't have to be bored to tears in having to listen to some God knows unknown 1985 cassette tape called, you know, Summer Love or whatever the freaking thing is until you masturbate till your eyes fall out. So we're going to be doing this, which is the triple threat throwdown, which now I can actually prep up. I'll take off and I will fire up the SOS. But for the meantime, I just want to put it out there, like I said, this is like one of those remix tapes that you did back in 1985, or, you know, some of you who grew up in early 80s or grew up around my time frame, which was in the 70s, and some of us who remember the mixtapes of how bad those things were. Yeah, so you know, as much as like some people want to like cry while they masturbate, you know, hey, that's up to you. Anyways, so as we're going on, I'm gonna wait until people have actually joined in. I normally don't really do very much with the canteen. I kind of find the canteen a bit of a waste. But I have to beg to differ in some cases. Like, for an example, like I've heard stories about the chef's platter saying that it's not supposed to be good, it's not supposed to be used, yada yada yada. But in the sheer honesty of things, usually I'm a hardcore person that doesn't really believe in this shit. So I just go in, I jump right into the pit. But only because I'm doing this to show you how atrocious this cinematic is when you freaking eat. It looks like you're eating like a Norse Viking, for crying out loud. But anyways, just waiting now for people to join in. Hopefully these people aren't, well, this is a very easy one, so it's not going to be like a thing where someone's going to go around and say, oh, it takes one person to fuck up. Which really, to me, I don't care at this point. I'm at the Hunter rank 73. I was going to end it at 60 because, well, until they came up with the G rank. Hopefully if they somehow manage to do the G rank, hey, you know, have at it. But my whole thing is that we don't know if the G rank is even going to come anytime soon. I don't know if it's going to be the next update. They haven't fully redid any updates as of recent. I think it would be kind of nice if they did. I think that if they don't, then we have issues with the actual game. And as you can tell, yes, I just killed off a couple of Gyros. Now I'm just gonna keep my distance only because I don't like the paralysis bullshit they did for the Gyros. And of course he's gonna try to take a bite of me, which is really stupid. It's kinda like my ex, who just takes a bite out of me when he wanted to. And I'm moving. And that guy can go fuck himself and jump off an airplane. So, as boring as Monster Hunter World is, as you can tell, I'm doing the easier fights. I don't feel like really dealing with any bullshit that's going on with the actual game, the long-ass Japanese grind game that they made is South Spain. Which, hey, I'm fine. You know, I'm fine with it. I'm cool. I don't have to worry too much about the game. I don't have to really... I can choose not to play it. But my personal feelings about where I stand with certain games of this magnitude are just kind of like really redundant and boring. Of course, another thing too is the environment when they make it is, oh yeah, it's supposed to stimulate. It's supposed to simulate a actual natural hunting environment where animals pit one another against themselves and or tend to make your life a living hell. As you can tell, I'm just doing some air shots right now. And I'm gonna move out of the way so this motherfucker doesn't try to paralyze me in the process, but decorations, I'm just farming decorations. I'm not really 100% into the game as much as I used to be. So, but then there's people out there who can stay here for hours, who are just sheer basement dwellers, to actually get up to like level 2, Hunter rank 244, or whatever the case may be. Apparently I'm not that type of person that really wants to get into the, basement dwelling bit, because I have other things to worry about besides playing a game for over, like, more than, like, 200 hours or some bullshit. And I don't care if, like, I get demonetized for this video, because, well, I just don't care. Which I find really hilarious that the fucking... Uh-oh. And we have this fucker who's... Get this motherfucker off my tail. Now, I wonder what dumb fuck did that. Normally I don't attack anything over there in that magnitude. And or... Good job. Whoever just like fucking had this guy come down. Give a big fucking kudos to the motherfucker. But that's why I like being an archer, because I don't like the close-up weapons. I think the close-up weapons are just really crappy. They're too unbalanced. And... Oh, you little bitch. Okay, well, you know what? Go fuck yourself. I never really cared much about these monster fights. This one I can actually stomach for once and not worry about getting poisoned by a fucking Rathalos or a fucking Rathian, which I think is really bullshit. And of course, here he comes, the blood-fat fucker of the world, who actually makes my cat look skinny, considering the fact that I don't really tend to very much stay too long in certain environments. And of course what I'm using actually for a weapon is actually the better bow of the several kind. Like that fucking really hurt. Like I said, this is easier. I don't feel like fighting any tempered monsters because my fucking patience with that shit right now is going out the window. Not showing the exact patience anymore for or tempered monsters. Of course, and that didn't work out very well now, did it? So, by doing this, just spamming up the shit. And of course, my aim is like kind of off today. Been dealing with a lot of other crap that I shouldn't be dealing with. Of course, the motherfucker just moved, which really sucks. I feel like I need glasses after this point. I'm not gonna be too greedy. I'm just gonna let people get like some stuff. I'm just gonna let some stuff kind of like drop. Like I said, the arena is way too small for this sort of thing. Ow, you fat fucker. Holy crap, you're just as fat as the fucking president is. Holy shit. Just healing up over here. You know what, fuck it, I'll take all this shit. I know I said I wasn't gonna do it, but you know what, screw it. And down as he goes. Come on, people, pick up the fucking shit. You think I'm gonna hog it up for myself? Fuck you. Always the fun stuff. Usually when you get the really good decorations from this, you always benefit from it. Oh, you suck. Doggama? Fuck, if that's the case, I'll just take whatever was left lying around. Some poor asshole didn't leave that shit. I'm not surprised, you know, with the way how this game is, but didn't really do much damage. I'm not looking to do much damage. I'm not, you know, I just usually show up some kind of support with the Diablo's bow, which I actually maxed out to like a 265. What sucks about the Diablo's bow, though, is it doesn't have anything really good from it. And holy shit, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different kinds of decorations from this. So I'm going to take them all. And we're going to go to the melder to see exactly... Yep, appraise them all. Oh, and what do we have here? Earplug jewel. That's the one I actually need, which I stupidly got rid of. So we're going to take them all and do from there. The earplug jewel I can use, and I think I know where to use it. Okay, at that time I did get something from buffs and heals applied. Just trying to get everybody on the same tracking as far as that goes, but 2 of the same person. Which really isn't that bad. So I think I'm going to use the earplug jewel, just so this way I can have something to work off of. Trying not to have the issues going on with, you know, exactly how I'm really feeling about things right now. Besides losing my temper and shit, it's just kind of like, yeah. But anyways, like I said, this game for some people is worth buying. For me, I was kind of mixed in between as far as Monster Hunter World is. As much as it's boring and it sucks major donk ass sometimes, but you know what? I just think I look at it this way. Just a little bit of a thing here I might do is current equipment. Brace Jewel 3, right, we don't really need to do that. I just kind of wish that this armor had another 3rd one and I can use it. Prevents knockbacks and tripping. Okay, so either way, that pretty much now sums it up as far as like my video is going today. I've done like almost like an over 2-hour stream earlier with Knack, and I've been doing a lot more, and apparently other games that are coming out that are pretty big while I'm here on the subject are Fortnite. I'm still seeing a lot of videos that are pertaining with Call of Duty World War II, which apparently Activision Sledgehammer have seriously goofed up because now they have decided to do what they call microtransactions. And I find that very disheartening because at that point in time, the microtransactions were considered not very good. And I tend to see where the microtransactions are going to go for Call of Duty, which this could ruin Call of Duty for good. I don't want to bring it up, but I am. A lot of these games, like Star Wars Battlefront 2, everybody knows what's going on there with that. Rumor has it that Disney has pulled the plug off away from EA Sports. And I'm hoping that Monster Hunter World doesn't pertain to going into microtransactions, because then we would have a lot of major issues. So the rumor is now that there's going to be certain things that are going to take effect. So anyways, I'm not going to talk anymore about Call of Duty or anything about microtransactions. I am done talking about it. But till then, I'm not, like I said, if you happen to like this video today, and sorry if I'm being a little over vocal and over opinionative, but it had to be said, and I'm trying to put it out here that if the makers of Capcom decide to bring back, or they come up with something else that's a little bit better, they need to come up with an idea where they need to come up with a better idea or different monsters, because eventually this is going to get so stale and so old quick. I know everybody's saying, oh, well, it's a new game that came out, but really, it's like now I think it's time that the new monsters and everything start coming out for the upcoming DLC, I'm hoping. And I hope they can fix some of the other issues that are pertaining with this, with these other problems. And but other than that, that'll end my whole thing today with this video. And I'll give a huge shout out if anybody's watching this video later on in the day, or current now. I give you guys a thumbs up, and hopefully I have more videos coming. Originally I did download Bloodborne, but realized that I knew why I got rid of it to begin with, and I didn't like bite-offs from Dark Souls. The same thing with Mortal Kombat XL or Mortal Kombat X. I'm not into the whole fighting games as much as I used to be. So without any other further ados, I'm gonna leave it, guys, in the next video. Bye for now.